Start, please.
Okay. Good morning. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining our session on yoga. We have this every Tuesday at the same time, 7:30 a.m. to 8:15. And on Thursday, we have a session on yoga and breathing techniques, pranayamas. They're sponsored by the Consulate General of India in Chicago and also the Art of Living Foundation. I'm so glad that you're here and so grateful to the Consulate General of India in Chicago for sponsoring this and the Art of Living. So we're gearing up. We're very, very excited. We're gearing up for International Yoga Day, which we're going to celebrate on June 19th and 20th. So stay tuned for more information, and you can find more information at the India in Chicago website, the consulate website. So let's start our yoga. Let's chant Om 3 times. Om is a primordial sound that brings all of the tangents of our mind. It brings our body, all the levels of our self, calms everything down. It brings to one whole. Deep breath in. Oh. Deep breath in. Oh. Deep breath in. Oh. And just feel the effect of that vibration on your body, on your mind, and your environment. And slowly open the eyes. I like to say a little prayer before we begin. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This means, may the teacher and students be excellent. May we enjoy together the fruits of our efforts. May we both be strong in body and mind. Let there be no hatred between us. And then peace, peace, peace. Wonderful. So we'll start our yoga today just by gently stretching from side to side. It's good to do some warm-ups first to warm up the muscles of the body. So we'll stretch our oblique muscles on our sides. And now let's put our forearm down, right arm on the ground, and reach up with your left arm, keeping both hips still on the floor. Keep breathing and smiling. And the other side. You know, in yoga, it's good to move in all 6 directions, side to side, forward, back, and twisting. And now let's lift our hip and reach to the side. This massages the hips too. Gets them ready for moving. And back to center. And let's take a deep breath in here. And let's reach forward as far as you can without straining, keeping your hips on the floor. Once you achieve a pose, relax there. And that relaxation allows your muscles and tendons to release any tension there. And now we'll just come up a little bit and we'll do rotations to the right, being aware of every point in the circle. Slow rotation with a smile. And completing this round, reverse. Being aware of every breath. We'll use normal breath, or if you know Ujjayi breath, you can use Ujjayi. One more round. And gently round your back up. Spine feels so much better, right? Let's come onto our knees. Sitting in Vajrasana. And now let's come forward again in Child's Pose, Shishwasana. Reaching your arms out. And relaxing your hips and your shoulders here. And on your next inhale, let's come up into table pose or cat and cow, also Marjariasana. Hands are shoulder distance apart, knees are hip distance apart, and let's inhale and look up to the ceiling, bring your tailbone to the ceiling. And now exhaling, bring your chin to your chest and the small of your back to the chest. And let's do a few repetitions of these, enjoying the flexibility of your spine. You know, if you've had recent surgery or you're pregnant or you have any other medical condition, please consult a doctor, your doctor, before doing any yoga. And let's come back in Shishwasana or Child's Pose. And now bring your hands by your knees and slowly come up. And we'll come to a standing position, slowly rounding up vertebra by vertebra. When we slowly come up, rounding up, it's so wonderful for the nerves in our spine. The slow movement. And let's roll out our shoulders. I'm just going to adjust my screen here so my head is not cut off. Okay, wonderful. And so let's roll out our shoulders a little more. And the other way. Great. And let's start jogging. And let's do wrist rotations and reverse. And hands up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and side to side, out and in, rather. If you can't jog, you could march or walk. And let's swing our arms up and back. And now make circles with your arms. I'll move over this way. And reverse. Great. Shake your arms out. Good. And now let's bring our knee to our elbow, or our elbow to our knee. And now let's swing, bending your knees, come up to the other side. We sit so much all day. So good to stretch our body. Yoga helps us to maintain our flexibility as we age. It's not a for sure thing that we become crippled when we get older. And come down, straighten out your mat, and let's do our sun salutation. Hands in namaste position. Inhaling up, slightly back, keeping your biceps by your ears. Exhale forward, pushing your hips back, flat back here, lead with your chin. Reaching forward and down, hands on either side of your feet. And let's bring our right foot back, looking up. And our left foot back, and we'll come into plank pose. Make sure you're not sinking down or doing a lazy downward facing dog. Spine is straight. Now bring your knees down and your chest down and your chin down. This is 8-point pose. And now bring your hips down. Hands are right under your shoulders. Shoulders by your rib cage. Bring your shoulders down now. And your shoulder blades together. Feet are together. Inhale up into cobra. Have the weight on your hands, on all part of your hands, not just on the heels of your hands. And now tuck your toes under and push up into downward facing dog. Push your chest back towards your legs. Keep breathing. Now bring your right foot forward between your hands. Make a good stretch between your back leg, your left knee, and your right heel. And make sure your right heel is right under your knee. That protects the patella. Looking up, your hips are down. Now bring the left foot together with the right foot And inhale, reaching forward again, lifting all the way up, inhaling, come back, exhale down. Namaste. Inhaling up, exhale forward, leading with your chin, coming down, left foot comes back, looking up, bring your right foot back now, plank pose, keep your belly tight, keep breathing here, bring your knees down, come into 8-point pose, hips are in the air, and now release your hips down, and come into cobra with your elbows tight into the ribs, pushing up. And now curl your toes under and come into downward facing dog. Push back. Keep breathing. Left foot forward now. Looking up. Both feet together. This time we'll round up. Vertebra by vertebra. Rolling out your shoulders. Lifting up your arms. And relaxing them down to the side. With your attention directed inside, just notice what's happening right now with your body, breath, and mind. Sun salutations are an almost complete exercise for the body. It uses all our muscles except for our obliques. Let's stand with our feet a couple inches apart. Interlock your hands and reverse them. Bring them all the way up. Arms are straight. And come up on your toes. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Tuck your tummy. Your intention is up. And relax down. And if you're wearing socks, let's remove our socks. We'll do the Trikonasana. First we'll do pushing the wall. Adjust your mat if you need to. And stand with your legs wide apart. And now make your back leg foot come in about 15 degrees. And your right foot will be parallel to the mat. I think I'll move back so you can see me better. Take your hips and make them parallel to the mat. And now arms are out like a T. And we're going to push the wall. Just pushing to the side. Relax your hips. Tuck your tummy. And now let's bring our forward arm down and your left arm or your back arm up. We don't want to bend forward or backward. We're just going to the side. Looking up at your back arm. You don't want to put much pressure or any pressure on your knee. And let's slowly come up. And let's reverse our feet. Take your hips and make them parallel to the mat. And arms out like a T. And we'll push the wall. Don't let your knee come in. Let it go out. Relax your hips. And now let's bring our forward arm down and our back arm up. And look at our back arm. In the pose, relax your hips and shoulders. Keep your belly tight. If you feel any pops, little pops or noises in your back, don't worry, it's just your muscles and tendons relaxing. This Trikonasana is a great way to release the tension in our hips and lower back. And slowly inhale up. And let's bring our feet together, walk your feet together. And we'll do a twist. Inhaling, hands come halfway up. Feet are about a little closer than hip distance apart. And pretend you have a box here. We'll do the Kati Chakrasana. And so take a deep breath in. And exhaling, don't drop your box. Keep your hips forward and twist a little to the right. As far as you can without straining and without dropping your box. Standing tall, tummy is tucked. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, see if you can twist a little farther, keeping your hips forward. And now take another deep breath in. And release your hips and look over your right arm. Keep breathing here. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the left, holding your box. Don't let your hips move, therefore facing forward. And now see if you can twist a little more, exhaling. Take another breath in. And exhaling, release your hips, look over your left shoulder now. Inhale back to center. And exhale, arms down. And let's inhale, arms back up. Bend your knees and push your hips back. This is Utkatasana, or chair pose. And let's slowly sit down, lengthening your spine. Arms are forward. Come up a little bit. And down. Keeping your heels on the floor, spine lengthened. Come up a little bit again. And now come all the way down. And now, let's sit in Vajrasana. That is the diamond pose or thunderbolt pose. And we'll do the Ushtrasana, the camel. So let's first bring our hands behind ourselves on the floor and arch back And now push your hips out gently without straining. And sit back down. And let's come up onto our knees. Knees are about our 2 fists apart. And let's do the Ardha Ustrasana first, with your hands supporting your lower back. If this is all that you can do, that's just fine. See if you can make your chest parallel to the floor. And now release your hands and put them on the soles of your feet, your heels, and push your navel forward, your belly forward. Keep breathing here and smiling. We're happy camels. And now push your belly forward and we'll come up. And now sit back onto your heels and we'll come forward in Shishwasana, child's pose. Relaxing your back, relaxing your shoulders and hips. And inhaling, let's come up. And now let's come onto our backs. And we'll do another twist. Let's have our knees bent with our feet by our sides. You know, the Ustrasana, that camel pose that we just did, is so good for opening up our chest. So now let's do another posture. Let's have before we do Setu Bandhasana, let's do Natarajasana with our arms out like a T. And let's let our knees fall to the left and we'll look towards the right. If you want a greater stretch, you can bring your right foot closer to your right hip and your left foot on your right knee. Keep breathing here. We're just stretching out our thighs. With a gentle smile on your face, just relax into the pose. With every exhale, your thighs and hips relax even more. And now let's reverse that pose very gently. Just letting your knees come up and then go to the right. And we'll look to the left. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your left foot closer to your hip and your right foot on your left knee. And let's release that posture. Bring your knees back up and your heels as close to your hips as you can without straining, and your feet hip distance apart. And now we'll come up into Setu Bandhasana. This is the bridge pose. So you can have your hands on your ankles or on the floor face down or by your feet, or you can bring your arms overhead. While we're lying here, just notice the curvature of your spine. Keep it like that. And now tighten your abdominal muscles without changing the curvature of your spine. And now lift your hips up. Keep breathing. Another way you can do this is clasp your hands, your fingers together underneath you, keeping your abdominals tight. You can push up a little bit higher without straining. Straightening your arms so your weight is on your feet and your shoulders. Keep breathing here and smiling. And release your hands and bring your hips back down. And let's straighten our legs. Just want to check the time. Okay. So now, let's have our hands face down alongside our hips. And let's gently lift let's take a deep breath in first. And exhaling, gently lift your legs up. Maybe 30 degrees, lengthen your legs. And now 60 degrees, lengthening your legs. And now bring your feet straight up. Flex your feet. And bring your hands up. See if you can reach your legs, your feet, your toes. Keep breathing. And let's bring our hands down, face down on the mat. Relax your head down. And let's bring our legs maybe 60 degrees, or 30 degrees down or 60 degrees up. And then maybe 30 degrees above the floor and all the way down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your right knee into your chest and clasp your shin with your hands and pull your calf into your abdomen. Bring your nose up to greet your knee. And let's do some ankle rotations here. Keep breathing. Reverse your ankle. And relax your foot. Inhaling, release your leg. Exhaling, bring your other leg in. This is Pavanmuktasana. Let's do ankle rotations on this left foot. And reverse. And release that leg and your hands. And let's just relax. Actually, let's bring both knees in and let's together to our chest. And let's grab both our legs and flex and point our feet. And relax your feet. See if you can touch your knees with your nose. And now release your head, and we'll make small circles with our knees, massaging our lower back and hips, and reverse. And now release your hands, and on your next inhale, let your legs come out about a foot or a foot and a half apart. Your toes are pointing outwards. You can have your hands face up and your face up alongside your hips, a little bit away from your body. This is Shavasana, so relaxing. And let's hum through 5 times. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Last one, deep breath in. And just feel how this humming affected your mind and your body. Dissolve into the vibration. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. And take your attention to your right foot, right knee, right thigh and hip, the whole of the right leg. Deep breath in and relax and let go. Take your attention to your left foot, left knee, left thigh and hip. Deep breath in and relax and let go. Take your attention to the whole of the left leg. And let's take our attention to our abdomen, stomach, and chest. Deep breath in and relax and let go. Take your attention to your shoulders, right arm and hand, and left arm and hand. Deep breath in and relax and let go. Take your attention to your shoulders and neck, to your neck and throat, your face, and your head. Take your attention to the whole body. Deep breath in and relax and let go. Just notice the state of your mind, how your breath is doing now, and how your body feels. In your own time, you can roll to your right side. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoima Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly and gradually, in your own time, you can come back to a seated position and slowly open the eyes. So thank you so much for joining us today for this wonderful session of yoga sponsored by the Consulate General of India in Chicago and the Art of Living Foundation. And stay tuned for our International Day of Yoga events. That will be June 19th and 20th. And we're so excited about that and hope that you can join us. We hope to have one public event, socially distanced and masked, and then one virtual event. So thank you so much. And I'll say one more prayer. Sarvisham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvisham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvisham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvisham Mangalam Bhavatu. May auspiciousness be unto all, may peace be unto all, may fullness be unto all, may prosperity be unto all. And I wish health be unto all also. Many, many prayers for India and all of the health concerns that we have there. Stay healthy, be safe, and look forward to seeing you. I hope you can join us on Thursday for our meditation and pranayam session at the same time, 7:30 to 8:15. Wonderful. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, and peace. Peace in our body, in our mind, in our environment. Take good care. Be sure to check out the consulate website for more details on our yoga events and artofliving.org for things that we have there. Namaste.